Have you ever wondered why some people seem to grow older with strength and joy, while others seem to slow down and fade away? Maybe you've seen someone in their 70s or 80s walking with a confident stride, laughing freely, and living each day with purpose, while someone else, the same age, struggles with fatigue, forgetfulness, and aches that never quite go away. What makes the difference? Is it just luck? Is it good genes? No, it's something much more powerful and something that's entirely within your control. It's habits, simple daily choices, the little things that build a stronger body, a sharper mind, and a more joyful life, especially after 70. And that's what this video is about, because growing older doesn't have to mean slowing down. It doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, or your health, or your independence. In fact, the later years of your life can become the best years if you know how to take care of yourself in the right way. Today, we're going to uncover 5 golden habits that can help you live longer, feel younger, and stay full of life. These are not complicated routines or impossible goals. These are practical, proven, and life-changing steps backed by science and embraced by people around the world who are aging not just gracefully, but powerfully. And make sure you stay until the very end, because the 5th habit might surprise you. It's one that even doctors and scientists are beginning to call one of the most powerful keys to health and happiness. Before we begin, if you're committed to living a better, stronger, more fulfilling life, please hit the like button to help us reach more people with these messages. If you haven't yet subscribed, now's the time. Click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video that can help you age with confidence and vitality. And if you're enjoying this content, please comment the number 1 below to let me know you're watching. If not, comment 0. I'm here to improve for you. Now, let's dive into the first habit. Habit number 1, take regular walks. If you've already made walking a part of your life, I want to say this: well done. Truly. Because what you're doing is more than just light exercise. It's a declaration, a statement, a gift to your body and to your future. Each step you take is helping to keep your heart strong, your lungs open, your blood circulating, and your joints moving freely. It may not seem like much, but walking is one of the single most powerful things you can do to stay healthy after 70. According to Harvard Medical School, regular walking can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 40%. That's not a small number. That's the difference between a life of hospital visits and a life spent walking through the park with your grandchildren. But the benefits of walking don't stop with your heart. Walking helps regulate your blood sugar, keeping diabetes in check. It helps lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and maintain a healthy weight. And perhaps most importantly, it improves your mood and clears your mind. Have you ever gone for a walk and come back feeling lighter? Not just physically, but emotionally? That's because walking triggers the release of endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. It eases stress. It reduces anxiety. It quiets your worries. And the beauty of walking is that it meets you wherever you are. You don't need fancy shoes or a gym membership. You don't need to power walk for miles. You just need to start right where you are, around the block, in your garden, down the hallway of your home. Every step counts. Let me tell you a story. There's a man named George. He's 78. 3 years ago, he lost his wife. For months, he barely left the house. He stopped smiling. His world felt small and gray. But one morning, he got up, put on his shoes, and stepped outside. He didn't go far, just to the end of the street and back. But something about the sunlight on his face, the movement in his legs, the quiet in his mind, it brought him a kind of peace he hadn't felt in a long time. The next day, he walked again and again, and soon that simple walk became the part of his day he looked forward to most. George didn't just walk himself back into shape. He walked himself back into life. And you can too. Walking also creates space for connection. You can walk with your spouse, a neighbor, or a friend. You can walk and talk. Walk and laugh. Walk and listen to the birds or the wind through the trees. It's not just exercise. It's therapy. It's meditation. It's freedom. Even 5 minutes a day makes a difference. And if you're thinking, but I don't feel strong enough to walk, then start even smaller. Just stand up. Stretch your legs. Walk from one room to the next. Do it again tomorrow. Let your strength build naturally, gently, day by day. Because walking doesn't judge your age. It doesn't care how fast or slow you go. It only asks that you begin, that you honor your body by moving it, that you tell yourself with every step, I am still alive, I am still here, and I still have a beautiful life to live. So today, before the sun sets, I invite you to take that first step. Step outside, take a breath, look around, and start walking. And if you already walk regularly, keep going. You're not just moving your feet, you're moving your future forward. If you found this part of the video meaningful, comment number 1 below and let me know. I read every comment and your presence here matters. Next, we'll explore the second golden habit, one that happens right in your kitchen and has the power to transform your health from the inside out. Habit number 2, eat smart, eat simply. Let's talk about something that touches your life every single day, your food. The truth is, as we age, our bodies change. What we eat matters more than ever. Food no longer just fuels our day. It either nourishes us or slowly wears us down. It becomes our medicine or our poison. And here's the hard truth. Many of the things that make life convenient today, the packaged meals, the fast food, the sugary snacks, are silently hurting us. They're aging us faster, not just on the outside, but deep inside where it counts. But here's the good news. It's never too late to turn things around. You don't need to go on a strict diet or count every calorie. You don't have to stop enjoying the foods you love. You just need to make smarter, simpler choices. Ones that support your heart, your brain, your digestion, and your energy. Let's start with real food. Whole food. The kind that grows from the earth and isn't wrapped in shiny plastic. Vegetables, fruits, beans, whole grains, nuts, seeds, lean meats, fish. These are your allies. They contain the vitamins, fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats that your body craves. They help reduce inflammation, lower cholesterol, support your immune system, and even improve your memory. Did you know that a diet rich in leafy greens, berries, olive oil, and omega-3 fats can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's by up to 35%? That's not just a number. That's remembering your grandchild's name. That's knowing where you put your keys. That's telling your favorite story again and getting all the details right. Now, I know healthy eating can feel overwhelming, especially when you've been cooking a certain way for years, but you don't need to change everything overnight. Start small. Add a handful of spinach to your omelet. Replace white bread with whole grain. Try brown rice instead of white. Bake your potatoes instead of frying them. Even one small change a week can create a ripple effect that transforms your life over time. Let's talk about sugar. Sweetness may be comforting, but too much sugar leads to fatigue, weight gain, and inflammation. It increases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and even mood swings. Instead of sugary sodas and processed desserts, try fresh fruits, natural yogurt, or a piece of dark chocolate. It's about balance, not deprivation. And don't forget about salt. As we age, our blood pressure tends to rise. Excess salt makes it worse. Be mindful of packaged foods, canned soups, and sauces. Use herbs and spices to add flavor without adding sodium. Now, let's talk about one of the most overlooked and most powerful secrets to feeling better. Fiber. Fiber helps keep your digestive system running smoothly. And let's be honest, constipation is no fun at any age, but especially in your 70s and 80s. Fiber can ease that struggle, keeping things regular and comfortable. You'll find fiber in fruits, vegetables, oats, beans, lentils, and whole grains. Try to include a bit in every meal. Your gut will thank you, and so will your mood, because gut health affects more than just digestion. It affects your mental clarity, your energy, even your immune response. And we can't talk about food without talking about water. As we get older, our sense of thirst dulls. That means we often don't drink enough, even though our bodies still need hydration. Water helps our joints, our organs, our skin. It prevents fatigue, helps control appetite, and keeps our minds sharp. Start your morning with a glass of water before the coffee. Carry a water bottle throughout the day. Herbal teas, warm lemon water, or fruit-infused water are all great options too. Margaret, a 76-year-old grandmother, used to complain of dry skin, brain fog, and low energy. Her doctor gave her one simple piece of advice: drink more water. She started with just 2 glasses in the morning and a cup of herbal tea in the evening. Within a week, her headaches stopped. Her digestion improved. She even said her skin looked brighter, all from adding more water to her day. Now let's address one more powerful tip: cooking at home. You know your body better than anyone. Why leave your health in the hands of fast food restaurants and microwave meals? Cooking at home gives you full control. You choose the ingredients, you choose the flavors, and you choose how you want to feel. You don't have to be a chef. Keep it simple: grilled vegetables, baked salmon, a hearty vegetable soup, a salad with beans and avocado. Make a little extra and enjoy the leftovers the next day. And if you live alone, make cooking a joyful ritual. Put on your favorite music. Try a new recipe. Invite a friend over to share the meal. Food is not just about nourishment, it's about connection. Let me leave you with this thought: every bite you take is either helping your body heal or pulling it further out of balance. You have the power to choose wisely, to eat for strength, for clarity, for longevity, Start with one meal, then one more. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to care enough to begin. If this part of the video spoke to you and you're ready to eat better, not just for today, but for the rest of your life, leave a comment with the number 2 below. I'd love to know you're still here and that we're on this journey together. In the next section, we'll talk about something just as vital as food, keeping your mind sharp, engaged, and alive. Because your body needs fuel, but your mind needs fire. Let me know when you're ready for part 3. Stay mentally active, and I'll continue writing the next section of this powerful journey. Habit number 3, stay mentally active. Your brain is your most powerful tool. It holds your memories, your dreams, your personality, your voice. And just like your muscles, your brain needs to be exercised. It needs to be challenged. It needs to stay active, especially as you grow older. Many people assume that mental decline is just a natural part of aging. But the truth is, it doesn't have to be that way. You have more control than you think. The brain is incredibly adaptable. Even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, your brain is still capable of growing new connections. This process, called neuroplasticity, is your brain's ability to rewire itself, and it never truly stops. So how do you keep your mind sharp, your memory strong, and your thinking clear? You keep learning. You stay curious. You challenge yourself. You keep your mind awake, not just through puzzles and books, but through meaningful conversation, reflection, and exploration. Let me tell you about Richard. Richard was a 76-year-old retired school teacher. After decades of standing in front of classrooms, retirement felt like a sudden silence. No students to teach, no lessons to plan. No conversations to challenge his mind. At first, he filled his days with errands and TV. But over time, something started to feel wrong. He began forgetting where he put things. He lost interest in reading. His world started to shrink. Then one afternoon, he passed a small music shop on Main Street and saw a beginner piano lesson sign in the window. He laughed to himself. Piano? At his age? But something stirred inside him. Something that missed learning. That missed being challenged. So he signed up. The first few weeks were frustrating. His fingers fumbled. The notes blurred together. But he kept going. Slowly, his hands remembered. His ears adjusted. His brain reawakened. After 3 months, he could play simple melodies. After 6, he was playing for his grandchildren. But more than the music, Richard had found something else. Clarity, confidence, joy, and his memory, sharper than it had been in years. You don't need to learn piano, but you do need to give your brain something to chew on. Read a book that makes you think. Watch a documentary that opens your eyes. Write a letter to someone you love. Try a new recipe. Learn a new skill. Tell your story to someone who's never heard it. Do crossword puzzles. Play chess. Solve a Sudoku. Paint. Journal. Reflect. And talk. Engage in real conversations. Don't just nod along. Ask questions. Share your opinions. Listen carefully. When you talk with others, your brain lights up. You process information. You make connections. You recall names, places, details, and each time you do, your brain becomes stronger. And here's something even more powerful. Teaching. When you teach someone else, whether it's a grandchild, a neighbor, or a friend, You're reinforcing knowledge. You're organizing your thoughts. You're keeping your mental gears turning. Another helpful habit is meditation. Meditation doesn't mean sitting in silence for hours. It simply means giving your mind a break from distraction, closing your eyes, breathing deeply, paying attention to the moment. Even 5 minutes of daily mindfulness can reduce stress, improve memory, and increase your ability to focus. Margaret, 79, started doing simple breathing exercises each morning before breakfast. Just 5 slow, intentional breaths. She says it helps her feel calm, centered, and ready to face whatever the day brings. And remember, mental activity is not about perfection. It's not about becoming a genius or learning something complicated. It's about staying alive inside, staying engaged, keeping the lights on in every corner of your mind. Because when your mind is active, your life feels richer. You find joy in small discoveries. You hold on to your independence longer. And you're more likely to notice and appreciate the world around you. Don't let the world shrink. Keep expanding it. Feed your mind something new every single day. Even if it's just a new word, a new idea, or a new way of seeing something familiar. You are not too old to learn. You are not too old to grow. You are not too old to be curious. If this part of the video spoke to you, if you believe that keeping your mind active is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, please comment the number 3 below. Let me know you're still here, still engaged, still learning. In the next part, we'll explore a habit that helps you stay physically strong, protects your bones, and gives you the power to live independently longer. And no, it's not only for the young. Habit number 4, do strength training. Now, let's talk about strength. Not the kind you see in bodybuilders or athletes, but the quiet, steady kind that helps you lift a bag of groceries, rise from a chair with ease, or climb a flight of stairs without fear. That kind of strength matters more than ever after the age of 70. Because here's the truth. As we grow older, we lose muscle. It's a natural process called sarcopenia. After age 50, we lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year, and even more if we're not active. That muscle loss doesn't just change how we look. It affects how we move, how we balance, how independent we are. But the good news is you can stop it. You can slow it down. You can even reverse it. And no, you're not too old to start. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or going to the gym. It means challenging your muscles gently, regularly, and with purpose. You can start right in your living room. Try standing up and sitting down from a chair, slowly and with control. Do it 10 times. That's a strength exercise. Push your palms against the wall and do a few wall push-ups. That's a strength exercise. Lift a couple of water bottles while standing or sitting. Curl your arms up and down. That's strength training too. Even holding your arms out to your sides for 30 seconds builds shoulder strength and endurance. Every small move adds up. Let me introduce you to Ellen. She's 82 years old, lives alone, and still tends to her garden, carries her laundry, and opens jars without asking anyone for help. Her secret? Twice a week, she does a simple routine: chair squats, wall push-ups, and a few stretches for flexibility. No equipment, no gym, just consistency. She says, it's not about building big muscles. It's about not having to depend on anyone. And she's right. Strength training builds more than muscle. It builds freedom. When you're strong, you move better. You balance better. You fall less. You recover faster. You walk more confidently. You sleep more soundly. And here's something else most people don't know. Strength training also protects your bones. When you lift or push against resistance, you're not just strengthening muscles, you're stimulating your bones to grow stronger, denser. This is vital for preventing osteoporosis, a condition that makes bones fragile and prone to breaks. The stronger your muscles, the sturdier your skeleton. And when your body feels sturdy, your mind feels steady. So how do you start? Begin with your body weight. Standing, sitting, using your arms and legs. Then add light resistance, water bottles, soup cans, or resistance bands. You don't need a personal trainer, but if you're unsure, ask your doctor what exercises are safe for you. Start slow, focus on form, and build up over time. The key is consistency, not intensity. 2 to 3 times a week is enough. Even just 10 or 15 minutes can make a difference when done regularly. Remember, strength doesn't come from doing what's easy. It comes from showing up, even when it's hard. Every time you challenge your body, you're telling it, I'm still here. I still have things to do. I still want to move freely through this world. And maybe you're thinking, I've never lifted a weight in my life. Isn't it too late now? Absolutely not. Your muscles don't care how old you are. They respond to effort. They grow when challenged. They support you when you ask them to. And the more you use them, the more they show up for you when you need them most. Strength is not about vanity. It's about rising from the toilet without assistance. It's about lifting your grandchild into your arms. It's about walking with stability, standing with pride, and knowing you can care for yourself. So today, choose to begin. Find one small movement, a chair squat, a wall push-up, an arm curl, and commit to it. Then build from there. You have more strength inside you than you realize. Let it rise to the surface. If this part of the video resonated with you, if you're ready to build strength, not just in your body, but in your spirit, please comment the number 4 below. Let me know you're still with me, still showing up for yourself, still saying yes to the life you want. In the next and final section, we'll talk about something many people overlook. Yet, it may be the most powerful habit of all when it comes to living longer, healthier, and more joyfully. And it starts not with your body or your mind, but with your heart. Habit number 5, stay socially connected. If I told you that one of the biggest keys to living a longer, healthier life has nothing to do with diet or exercise, but everything to do with the people around you, would you believe it? It's true. One of the most powerful habits you can develop after 70 is staying socially connected. That means maintaining strong, meaningful relationships with friends, family, neighbors, and your community. Because no matter how strong your body is or how sharp your mind stays, the human heart still needs what it has always needed: connection. Studies have shown that loneliness in older adults is just as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Social isolation increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, and even early death. Why? Because we're not meant to go through life alone. We are wired for conversation, for laughter, for eye contact, for warm hugs and long talks. We are built to belong. When we feel isolated, something inside us begins to fade. But when we feel connected, we come alive again. Let me tell you about Margaret. Margaret is 83. After her husband passed away, She spent nearly 2 years at home, quiet, withdrawn, going through the motions. Her children visited occasionally, but most days she sat alone at the kitchen table, staring at her tea, listening to the clock tick. Then one day, while walking by her local library, she saw a flyer for a weekly book club for seniors. She wasn't sure if she should go. She hadn't read a novel in years. But something told her, just try. So she went. At first, she sat quietly, just listened. But over the weeks, something began to change. She laughed, she shared, she told stories. People listened, people remembered her name. Now, Margaret doesn't just go to book club. She's part of the community center, a volunteer at a local school, and she plays cards every Friday with 3 women who have become her dearest friends. Her smile is back. Her energy is back. And her loneliness faded into the background because one connection turned into many. And the same can happen for you. You don't need to be the life of the party. You don't need to know everyone in town. You just need a few real relationships, a few voices to check in on you, a few people to laugh with, talk to, grow with. So, how do you build those connections? Start simple. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Write a letter to someone you miss. Invite a neighbor over for tea. Join a local walking group. Volunteer at the community center or library. Attend a local event, a class, a gathering. Anything that brings people together. And if getting out of the house is difficult, find connection in smaller ways. Talk to the cashier at the grocery store. Chat with your delivery person. Greet your neighbor across the fence. These little interactions remind you and the world that you're still here, still present, still part of it all. Technology can also help. You can video call your children, join online interest groups, or even take part in virtual events. It's not the same as face-to-face, but it's still connection. The important thing is not to withdraw, not to disappear into silence. Because even when your body slows down, your spirit still wants to connect, to love, to be loved. Staying socially connected isn't just about feeling good emotionally. It improves your physical health, sharpens your mind, and even strengthens your immune system. It gives you purpose. It gives your days meaning. So ask yourself, who can I reach out to today? Who could use a phone call? Who would love to hear my voice? Who might brighten my day? Just as much as I could brighten theirs. Because when you nurture your relationships, they nurture you in return. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. You've now learned the 5 golden habits to help you stay strong, sharp, and full of energy after 70. 1. Take regular walks. 2. Eat smart and simply. 3. Keep your mind active. 4. Do strength training. 5. Stay socially connected. None of these require perfection. None of them demand you change your entire life overnight. All they ask for is a little time, a little attention, and a lot of heart. Because these habits are more than routines. They are commitments. Commitments to your future. Commitments to the people who love you. Commitments to yourself. You don't need to be young to start. You don't need to be strong. You just need to be willing. Willing to take that first walk. Willing to make a healthier meal. Willing to pick up a book. Try a puzzle. Or call an old friend. Willing to pick up a water bottle and say, "Yes, I still can." Willing to open your heart again to the people around you because you are not done. You are still becoming, still growing, still full of life to live. So I ask you now, what small step will you take today? Will you go for a walk? Try a new vegetable? Do a few chair exercises? Read a chapter of a book? Pick up the phone and reach out to someone? Whatever it is, do it with love. Do it with intention. Do it with the knowledge that every small action matters. And if this video has helped you, even in a small way, please do one more thing for me. Click the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And comment the number 5 below to let me know you've made it all the way through and you're walking this journey with me. Thank you for your time, your trust, and your willingness to invest in yourself. Remember, aging is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. And with these 5 golden habits, that chapter can be one of strength, clarity, purpose, and joy. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.